What's going on, folks? Welcome to the Trade Well podcast, brought to you by Trade Well Management. I am your host, Donovan Marquez, the podcast where we discuss everything trading these financial markets, as well as acting as a personal trading journey and road to profitability. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Trade Well podcast. I'm Donovan Marquez, and today we are getting into a topic that every trader needs to understand: day trading psychology. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, psychology, what does that have to do with day trading? The answer is everything. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you let fear or greed take control, it can go downhill and fast. Today, we'll break down how to manage your emotions while trading so you can stay calm and make better decisions, even when the market is going crazy. Trust me, guys, you won't want to miss this. All right, let's kick things off with a question. Why are emotions such a big deal in trading? To be quite honest, here's the thing. Trading is fast. Prices move up and down quickly, and it's easy to get caught up in the moment. When that happens, emotions like fear and greed can take over quite quickly. So let's kind of go over the emotional spectrum, if you will. Fear. Now, fear kicks in when things aren't going your way. Maybe the trade you were super sure about starts losing money, and then you panic. You close out the trade too early, only to watch the price bounce back after you've already sold. And then there's greed. On the other hand, when things are going well, you made some profits, and instead of sticking to your plan, you hold on, hoping for more. But then the market turns and suddenly you're losing the profits you could have already locked in. Both fear and greed lead to emotional decisions, and emotional decisions in trading, guys, always lead to mistakes. Trust me, I've been down this road, and there was not one time that my emotional decision didn't lead to some sort of regret in the long term. So let's go ahead and talk about the importance of having a plan, which is kind of what we talked about in our last episode. So how you stop emotions from getting in the way? The answer is quite simple. You have a plan and you stick to it. Now remember, we talked about building a strategy in the last episode, right? Well, that strategy is your shield against emotional trading. If you're already decided that you'll enter a trade and exit a trade before the action even starts, you don't need to make snap decisions based on how you're feeling at that moment. For example, let's say your plan is to exit a trade if it moves 5% in the other direction. The market is going crazy and the price has dropped, say 3%. Fear starts to creep in, right? Telling you to sell now before you lose more. But if you stick to your plan, you'll wait it out and maybe see the trade turn around in your favor. The bottom line, guys, is this is your plan. Your plan is your best defense against making emotional decisions. Stick to it, even when your emotions try to convince you otherwise. Now, we kind of glazed over what the stop losses were, pretty much your safety net. Because one of the easiest ways to keep your emotions in check is by using a stop loss. We've touched on this a little bit, but it's important to remember if we've got to go a little bit deeper. So let's go ahead and kind of glaze back over that one. Remember, guys, a stop loss is like an automatic emergency brake for your trade. You set a specific price where if the market moves against you, the platform will automatically sell your position. This prevents you from losing more than you're comfortable with. And here's why stop loss orders are great for your trading psychology. They take away the need to make emotional decisions in the heat of the moment. You don't have to sit there and stress about how much you're losing because the stop loss will do the work. For example, if you set a stop loss, let's say at 2% below your entry price and the market drops, you're automatically with a manageable loss. That's it. You're out automatically with a manageable loss. That's why you can avoid the panic of watching your trade crash and burn your whole account. The best part, once your stop loss is set, you can focus on other trades or just walk away from the screen for a bit. There's no need to babysit every single trade. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Now, on the flip, managing greed with what's called take profit targets. So we've talked about fear, but let's not forget about greed, guys. Greed can be just as dangerous, if not more so. And let me explain. You've probably been in a situation where the trade is going well. You start thinking, well, if it goes higher. So you hold on, waiting for that extra bit of profit, only to see the price reverse and your gains disappear. I've done this many times. This is where take profit targets come in. Just like you set up a stop loss to limit your downside, you set up profit levels to lock in your gains. A take profit target is a preset price at which you automatically sell to secure profit. Let me give you examples. So let's say if your goal is to make 5% on one trade, set a take profit order at 5% above your entry. Once it hits that level, you're out of the trade and you've locked in your gains for the day. Take profit targets are great because they take out the guesswork out of how much profit is enough, quote unquote. They help you avoid getting greedy and losing money you could have already banked for the day. So let's talk about staying cool in the heat of the moment. Okay, so even with a solid plan, emotions can still sneak up on you in the heat of the moment. So let's talk about some tips that make you stay calm while trading. So first up, guys, take breaks. It's easy to get glued to your screen watching every tick of the market, but that's when emotions start running high. If you feel yourself getting anxious or like really excited, take a step back. Walk away from your computer for a few minutes. This gives you time to clear your head and come back with a fresh perspective. Another thing is limiting your exposure. Don't overload yourself with too many trades at once. If you have multiple trades open, it's easy to get overwhelmed and make bad decisions. Stick to 1 or 2 trades at a time, especially if you're just starting out. Trust me, you don't want to be all over the place and you end up. It's just not a good idea. Another one is just breathe. I mean, I know it might sound super simple to take deep breaths, but deep breaths can help calm your nerves when the market gets intense. When you're really stressed, your breathing gets shallow, and that adds to your anxiety. So just take a few deep breaths to slow down your heart rate and then just regain focus. That's pretty much it, guys. Now let's go ahead and talk about the role of discipline. Super important. One of the biggest secrets to successful trading is discipline. You need to be disciplined enough to follow your plan. Stick to your stop losses and resist the temptation to chase more profits than you've planned for. It's all in the planning, guys. Trust me. Quick tip. Keep a trading journal. Write down every trade you make, including why you entered, why you exited, how you felt during the trade, all that stuff. This helps you reflect on what went right or wrong and keeps you accountable. If you notice you're breaking your rules too, it's time to reassess and tighten up your discipline. Now, discipline isn't easy, but it's what separates successful traders from those who constantly blow up their accounts. Every trader faces emotional challenges, guys, but the disciplined ones know how to manage them and stay consistent, because everybody has their own problems going on, and your problems will be unique to you in whatever situation you're in. So having discipline kind of helps you just remove all of that and go with your trading plan. Now, another thing I like to do as well as a trading journal is record my trades. I mean, I have a mic, I have a camera, I record. If y'all have seen the YouTube channel, I've posted on there. I like to record my trades and then I'll look back at them if I need to look back for reference or something like that, guys. It's super simple. Okay. But that's all we have for today's episode. I mean, we covered a lot of ground of the importance of trading psychology and how to manage your emotions. But remember, fear and greed are your biggest enemies in day trading. But with a solid plan, stop losses, and discipline, you can keep them in check. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at risk management and how to protect your account from big losses. So, to make sure you're always around for the next trading day. Trust me, guys, you don't want to miss that one. Risk management is key in this. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that subscribe button and leave me a review, guys. If you've got any questions or you just want to share your own trading journey, feel free to connect with me on social media. Reach out to me, guys. I'd love to talk to you. But as always, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Trade Well podcast. Stay sharp, stay steady, and trade well. We'll see you on the next one. That's all we have for you today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you were able to gather some information and value from this episode to apply into your own trading journey. Don't forget to give us a rating and review anywhere that this podcast is hosted. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TradeWell Management, where we upload our daily trade videos and a full time-lapse, unedited raw time-lapse of our daily trades so y'all can see what real day trading looks like. Thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all have an awesome day.